The game I chose for my game analysis is Palworld. Palworld is an action-adventure survival game. The game is set in an open world inhabited by animals like creatures called pals, and there is over 100 type of pals in Pal deck. What is the game about? There's a lot of fun to be had in Palworld, such as breeding system, up level to unlock technology inside the talent tree, crafting and boss fight. But I have come up with few that I think are the most important. That is exploration. Player have to exploring map to unlock fast travel spot. And next is fighting, catching paws to collect them, and build bases. What is the core mechanic of the game? For me, the core mechanic of this game is catching paws. The interesting thing about it is that you don't success every time. It has a success rate while every time you're catching. For example, if you throw a paw spear from the front or the side, you have a lower success rate to catching them. But if you throw the spear from behind, you can see that you have a higher success rate to catch it because of the back bonus. About button mapping, Palworld supports both keyboard and controller play. Whether it's a keyboard or a controller, the control options are not particularly difficult to use. Regarding the movement function, the player can walk, run, jump, roll, crouch, and yeah, slide. But sliding can only be used on slope. In this game, there are many ways to attack. Let's start with melee attacks. The basic one is that you can use both hands to attack. You can also use various tools to attack, such as the axe, and sword. And then there are the range attacks. You can use a bow or a crossbow. Of course, you will need arrows in your backpack. In addition, you are able to use various guns to attack. For example, musket, pistol, shotgun. But remember, each gun requires a different type of bullet, so players have to prepare the exact ammo in their bags. Players could do many things in Palworld. Players can crafting, also like mining, lumbering, flying or dismounting cars, set or incubate eggs, and like sleeping. I would say the F key is the key you will use the most in Palworld. So I have chosen a few to elaborate on. Since the player has a hunger mechanic, they have the ability to cook, or the parts you collect can cook for you. I like Palworld's breeding mechanic because you are not only can get parts through exploration, and also you can get them through breeding. The breeding system is a big part of Palworld because it has some hidden version of parts, but it can only be obtained by breeding. The player is able to assign two specific parts to the breeding ranch and then put one cake in the breeding feed box, bred in order to obtain the hidden one. And this is the list of breeding exclusive parts. Due to the leveling system and talent tree mechanic, players need to defeat pals and level up to get technology points to unlock stronger equipment and weapons, such as metal pickaxe to refine metal pickaxe. I chose to analyze Anubis because I think he is an enemy with a smart AI mechanic. He's a boss that owns Earth element, and also he is an enemy that has unique movement, unique attack, and unique dodge movement. Anubis has 5 skills, which are Storm Blast, Power Boom, Sand Tornado, Ground Smash, and Forceful Charge. About the AI stats, Anubis will look at the enemy position before releasing its next move. Next, here you can see that Anubis has a taunting animation, which enhances the atmosphere of your battle. And last, Anubis will attack the closest target. But if I unsummon my first pal and summon my second pal, he should they attack my second pal because it is closest to him. But he doesn't. In this moment, you can see that he changed his target to me. I think this is because my second pal hasn't started attacking him yet. Now you can see that after my second pulse attacked him, he switched his target to my second pulse directly. Even though I attacked him, he still targeted my second pulse because I was far away from him. So I think the AI setting is that he will prioritize attacking the enemy that is closest to him and threatens him. In my opinion, the purpose of enemy is used to provide challenge, diversify combat, require strategic decisions, drop resources, and of course, populate the environment. I think the strengths and weaknesses of enemy are elements. Pulse have element types which determines what kind of damage they do and how effective it will be against an opposing pulse element. They can either deal 2 times more damage or 0.5 times less damage depending on its effectiveness. I think all of the primary user interface and head-up display is all in this picture. Let's talk about this first. Players can only bring up to 5 pawns in a party, but they can only fight with 1 pawn at a time. So there are the UI shown in the game to let players choose which pawns they want to send into battle. That's button 1 to swipe left and button 3 to swipe right. The original key is E to summon and unsummon pawns. You can choose which pawns you want to send into battle as many times as you want. The advantage is that there's no cooldown at all, unless your pawns die. Next, this is element of your pawns. This is level and name of your pawns. This is shield bar, health bar, and hunger bar. Temperature is very important in this game, because the player can die from being too cold or too hot. In this video, you can see when I'm wearing a heat resistant armor and go into a cool area, a light blue frozen heart appears in the border. But when I change into the cold resistant armor, you can see that the frozen heart slowly disappears. Last, this is the UI that shows player day and night time, because some of the pawns that own dark element only appears in nighttime. About the secondary UI and HUD, I would say it is base info and UI that show mining resources and enemy drop